Welcome to my stool. So I brought this for a reason. I want to do some chair yoga with you, but I don't have a chair to hand, so I've got a stool instead. But we can still use it for the same sort of purposes. Now, you'll notice when I'm sitting on this stool, I'm up quite high, so my hips are quite far forward. So if I was sitting at a desk, my back would be in the right place. So if you're sitting in a chair where you're doing this all day and your back's going like this, it's going to be uncomfortable for you. Whereas if you put some cushions or something that elevates you up and you sit on the edge of the chair, you're going to be sitting up nice and high. Also, not that I'm trying to teach you how to set your desk up. If you've got a screen that's at eye level here and you've got your keyboard, it's going to be much better than if it's low to a laptop and you're doing this and leaning forward. If you need to wear glasses, put them on. It sounds really daft, but if you're wearing glasses so you don't have to lean forward, that's going to protect your spine. If it's height with your eyes, you're going to be feeling better and just looking up and down like this. And if you're on the edge of your seat, you're going to have a lot better. That's why sometimes you get those seats where the legs go back like that, don't they? And that you feel you're sitting forward. It's to put you forward on the mat. So, little tune-up tips for you. Okay, so now we're on it. What can we do when we're actually at a desk? Well, we've talked about the best postural position, but how can we just have a little stretch? And it can take 5 minutes. It does not need to be a full yoga routine. And literally just start by reaching your hands up and having a big stretch and letting your shoulder blades move. And if my microphone was next to my shoulders, you could hear them clunking quite a lot. Take the hands up, stretch through, breathe in and feel that opening. Really give energy to that because that's what's normally closed off when you're slumping. Take breath in, expand through the lungs. Open up the arms, just bring one down, lift your head up. You can even be reading a document on your screen while you're doing this, but just drawing your shoulder blades together to open up your chest, open up the front of the body. Moving on to the other side. Same again, lifting up, lifting the head up. If you can't get your head onto your elbow, just take your hand slightly back and lifting this way. It's absolutely fine. But we're just keeping the shoulder blades drawing back, trying to keep this area of your body open and upright. And then lift up nice and high and release the wrists. Because we do so much on the keyboards, we get, with the mouse, so just move the wrists around, push through and push out in front of you. And then just start to do little figures of eights because that's going to start to work down the whole of the spine into the hips. It's just going to release any tension that you've got in your lower back there. And to be honest, if someone questions why you're doing this, just tell them to mind their own because it's your back, your business, and you're going to be working more effectively and more efficiently if you feel more free in your body. Let's take it in the opposite. Mind you, and that's a bit rude, isn't it? But people are very nosy, I've noticed. So let's keep that moving. And then back. And then just round and open your shoulders a few times. Put your hands on your shoulders, lift them up nice and high, draw them into the front of the body and take them back and up. You're only going to do this a couple of times. It doesn't need to be crazy amounts. Change your direction. I love this because you're giving yourself a hug. Wrap your hands around, glue your elbows together, glue them to the top of your body. Now draw some movements and patterns, some figures of eights with your elbows without it lifting off your body. And what you'll feel is the back of your shoulders into the middle of your back will feel like it's having a lovely massage. Just a little contraction through the tummy muscles here because it's supporting the front of your body. Because when we're sitting, we're slumping, we relax the tummy muscles and then the rest of the back has to take it. Change your direction. You can release the arms and hug yourself with the hands, with the other elbow on top. We're not going to do that now, but that's okay if you wanted to do it. And then release. Let the neck move. Take it round in a circle. And take your head from side to side just to release. I would say if you can, pop your chin down to your chest and over the back of your neck. However, you might find that you haven't, your neck, if you're working, you might not be able to put your head down, do this, you might have to do work while you're stretching, but you might not be able to do this. But if you can, a little couple of minute break while you open up your neck is going to do the world of good. Especially as, your brain and this brain stem and everything comes down here, down the back of the neck into your spine to tell your body what to do. So surely opening this area up is going to make you feel more refreshed, more clarity, clear some brain fog. Lovely. Lifting back up. Hand onto the side of your leg, other hand onto the back of your chair. A gentle twist. Breathe in. And release. Onto the other side. Breathe in. And release. Do that again. Contract through the front of your body. It's going to encourage that twist. The more contracted you are here, the more movement you're going to have at the top and back. And also you're going to feel where your back's most tight and which side you're more dominant on. And again, just move your whole of your shoulders so the whole of your spine has to move. And I know this sounds really daft, but if you just have one move at your work and it's just sitting on your chair doing this, your whole spine will be invigorated, your whole energy system will be invigorated, your nervous system, your circulation, your heart rate will just go up a little bit and it will just refresh you. Okay, so if you can, don't worry if you haven't got the ability to do this, you're just going to come up and place your foot up in this position. Now, this is going to be enough for some people and there's quite a lot going on. Even if you're pressing, that might be quite a lot going on. If you feel like you want to take it a little bit further, you can try and actually lift up and in. And release. And then onto the other side again. It might be too much already. If you want to, just a couple of movements. It's just to release. I mean, we've been sitting in such a tight position. It needs to give way. Take your feet apart, drop your body weight. Oh, I might not be able to do this on this stool. Drop your body weight, there you go, all the way down and open up your lower back. Just pretend you're picking something up off the floor. Just pretend you're picking something up. Just feel that stretch in the lower back. Couple of deep breaths, really expanding through the tummy, pushing your belly button towards the tops of your legs. Nice position to do if you're pregnant, actually. Not that I've ever been pregnant, but it is meant to be very lovely for your lower back if you're pregnant. One more time. Put your hands on your knees. Lift and arch your back in one direction and then close down. Just do that a couple of times. And then reach up, stand up, stretch, move the body around, move the hips around. Just have a little sway and come back down. Lift the head backwards and forwards and then push up and move the hips and then push through your toes. Take yourself a walk if you can't stand there and push through your toes. Come back down onto your chair and then give your feet. We tend to find our circulation is boosted immensely just by giving our feet some movement and our ankles some movement. Push the heels away from you so it opens at the back of the calves. Do that a couple of times. And you can even just do some little march. You don't have to go this far. You could have think, I've got to go back to work now. But for those that can, just do some marching on the chair, just to wake things up. And you can even march in and out. I know not everybody's going to want to sit at their desk and do this, but people might copy you and think, oh, I feel so much better. And then come back to centre. And if you're feeling stressed and you've just been told something, work's getting on top of you, just sit still, put your hands on your legs, dig your fingertips into your thighs, feel your feet grounding, take a long breath in. Hold the breath at the top, part the lips and just let it go. Namaste. Have a lovely work day.